Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel, on this beautiful day. How are y'all doing? Hope you're doing great as always. Please check out the description box for all the nice links. Also drop a like, subscribe if you like the content. Check out the top right eye as well if you want even more nice links. So here we are guys, the PlayStation 5 event has been live. I did not get a chance to check it out. I'm gonna check it out, but I skimmed through it a little bit on a video and it looked like they showed a lot of games. They showed the PlayStation 5, but I've been holding off on really looking at it. I want to check it out with you guys, and I saw the controller already, so if the design is anything like that, I'll be really happy. And I'm really glad they had an event for us, because E3 is really off the shelves this year. It sucks because I really wanted to have an E3. I always look forward to E3. It's like a highlight of my year, but this year sadly we didn't get any. But thanks to Microsoft and Sony for even providing something like this for us, and I'm really happy about that. So it just lifted up my spirits a lot this year, and I want to check this out with you guys. Hopefully if you haven't seen it, you haven't seen it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch it, the shorter reveal of the PlayStation 5, the actual console, and then I want to compare it to a few images of what I've seen before. I want to just talk about that a little bit. So we'll see how that goes, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this, all right? Ooh, that's nice. Okay, blue. We like blue. That looks like caviar, some exclusive caviar. An entire room, a very small room filled with balls. Is this the PS5? Because if I can jump into my PS5, that'd be fun. This literally looks like a ball. What do you call it? Pool of balls, which you played in as a kid, you know, one of those. Okay, it's a cell processor probably. I don't know what they're trying to say. The processing power. Ooh, that's a cool, okay, it's a nice silhouette. Okay, alright, okay. I like the look of the controller and the PlayStation. I mean, they can't go crazy with it. I mean, this is still pretty sleek and nice. Okay, nice. You got the ports on the front. You got USB-C up front. Yep. You got a USB 3.0 probably. Ooh, I like that design on the panel. It looks like leather kind of. It doesn't look just clean, sleek. I like that. I like the texturing. And then you have the Blu-ray drive there, and then the lights in the front, I guess, on the bottom there, and the lights around it. Okay, so you got a white PlayStation 5. I like it. I like the vents. I like the blue lights. I like it looks like the Xbox 360. I think they went back to that sort of taking a breath in type thing. I don't know, looks like that. Kind of looks like that design. Oh, you got the one without the Blu-ray as well. Okay, digital edition, and then you got the regular PlayStation 5. Okay, I like the digital edition more. I mean, mostly everything is just digital. And then you have the controller as well. Looks incredible. And you got the charging lights. Okay, so the controller's charging lights are right there inside it. You got all the accessories as well. White and clean. I like the white design. You know what? I like the white design. I do like this, but I bet there'll be a black version as well, of course. Alright guys, so I'm sure you have seen this image. Everyone has seen this image, and I was thinking it would probably end up something like this. Honestly, I was thinking it because it looks pretty much like a done project. I mean, a done product, and you see the V there and everything and all the vents, and I thought, okay, if not exactly like that, at least in that shape, in that sort of design, the V and all that stuff. But apparently not. Apparently they went totally different direction. Better one at that, I'd say, in my taste. But this was, you know, this is what I thought at least. But it would be pretty huge to have that on your desk or on next to your TV. And of course, you know, if you check out the pro versions of the PlayStation, PlayStation 4 and the Xbox, all that stuff, they always went smaller, you know? And I think that will be the case here as well. You go from bigger to smaller as you're kind of moving on. I think they take that into account as well nowadays while they're making these PlayStation, Xboxes, these consoles, that, okay, let's start a little bigger than we actually have to, and let's shorten that a little bit so that people will buy the Pro versions later on. And I think that's what they're thinking. And of course, you got better hardware, you got more reasons to have a bigger form factor, because you want that airflow, you want more cooling and all that stuff, and you want time to kind of really optimize that. Then this is better to have a bigger form factor. That's why I thought maybe they'd go with something this big, but they did slim it down quite a bit. And this is something that I was thinking, this is probably maybe what we'll end up at someday, who knows. They got small NUCs, these computers, the small computers we have that are insanely powerful nowadays, and they could probably pull this off in a few years, like 3-4 years, I'm pretty sure. But this is, of course, this is what people thought it would end up like. But again, if they would start here, what would they do on the PS5 Pro version? They wouldn't have anything to do, right? So they need to start big. And I'm just saying, I mean, it's safer that way. This is also a nice concept. This is more like just a random concept if you Google PlayStation 5, but I also thought it would look something like this, you know, the more squared out kind of PlayStation-y look, and then you have that sleek design. PlayStations have always been sleek, you know, they've always been about nice curves and lines and kind of edgy type stuff. And this is something that I thought it'd end up as, maybe a little bigger than this, more vents, but something square like that. Of course, they got the controller here kind of right. This is just a concept again, but something like that. This is another one. This is probably one before, when they even had an idea about the controller. They just put a little light here, but still, this is like the PlayStation 4 Pro version. We're trying to cheat people, but this is still, again, this is something I thought it'll look like. And we'll probably end up at something like this later on in a few years. And now to the design that we're actually at. Let me zoom into this a little bit. Now, the PlayStation controller is amazing. I really like that controller because I've always been a fan of the Xbox, you know, and the Xbox controllers, the feel of them. I did have a PlayStation 4, and I really like that controller too, but the Xbox controller really sits well in my hand, and that ergonomic design on that, and just the feeling of it. And I like the way they went with that for the PlayStation 5. It probably feel a lot better, the whole, I'd say. They have all the cool stuff on the triggers and stuff like that. And a few dev kits, I saw that the controller had a little screen on them. I think that was for debug purposes as well. Maybe they were testing something. They were testing that feature, but it didn't end up on the final design. Maybe that's something that will come with later. But I'm pretty sure if you have a little screen, LCD screen or OLED screen, whatever, it will just bring up the price of that controller sky high, as well as the battery consumption, as well as the risk of damaging that screen is pretty large. I mean, if you throw your controller, you have a screen on the controller, it's pretty much like throwing your phone, right? And you know, that's a big problem. That's a big problem. So probably not a good idea to have it on one of these controllers. These type of controllers are made to be sold in bulk, masses. So you go to your store, you have a big family, you buy 4 controllers, everyone has a controller. That's a lot harder to do if your controller costs a third of the price of the actual console. So it's a good idea not to have a screen on there. But they do have the nice lights, they do have that nice sectioned off design. I love that. That's like eating a nice burger or whatever. Oof, that is amazing. Not that I eat burgers, I'm vegetarian. Anyway, I can imagine how that tastes, but it looks great. It looks great. And I was gonna say Xbox 3. Oh, it looks like the Xbox 360. I was gonna call this the Xbox 365, but it's not. It does look great. I'm kind of not a huge fan of this front section. I mean, I'd love it if they had a line straight across that middle section. Maybe they had some more cool stuff there. This left version with the drive, I mean, I'd say, you know what, give me the drive externally instead. Keep the sleek design. I mean, this is all right. I'd say it's all right. Keeping this horizontally might not look very proportionate either, because of that type of design where it's going up. It's meant to be kept, you know, vertically. It's not really meant to be kept horizontally, it looks like. Not a huge fan of this version, rather the digital edition. I'd probably go with the digital edition because I don't buy my games, you know, physically anymore. But this looks good. This looks all right. The symmetry is nice, and I do appreciate that. Hopefully it has some nice feet here or whatever, so you can put it on horizontally. But there you go. Yeah, there you go, guys. I mean, that's pretty much it. I do like it. I like the controller. I'm probably not going to look at the console a lot, but the controller you're going to look at a lot. So it's good that has a good design at least. hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This was just speculations and theories and just, you know, blabbering on about it, but I really enjoy this. It was a nice event. I'm gonna do more on this event. I want to go through each of the games. Maybe we can watch the whole thing together. I don't know, I'll look into it, but still, this was a good part of it. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye bye.